What's going on? Play Game here, back with another Epic 7 video, and today we're going over the update for October 27th. So hang on, because we got a lot of stuff coming in. We've talked a bit about what's coming to Epic 7: check-in events, free Covenant summons, buff events. We're getting a lot of check-in events, a big celebration starting with that 5-star Moonlight Hero recruitment event. But coming up, we are getting a brand new side story titled A Fable of the Demons of Natalon. And that's going to give us, hopefully, a better insight into Hua-Young, Arunka, Eula, right? All of the characters that they introduced in the newest episode. We are also getting Arunka, which is the new RGB unit dropping in Epic 7. We're also getting a preview of Choux' new skin and background battling. Yes, background battling is coming to Epic 7, and that's something that I'm actually really hyped for. We're also getting the new equipment sets. We talked about these, Torrent and the protection set. It looks like they will be Banshee, or no, not Banshee, but they're going to be in Katie's Torrent set, and then protection set is going to be Golem. We're also getting some slight changes to Unity set, and Battle Frenzy is being adjusted. We're also going to be getting that balance adjustment for October and those improvements to Labyrinth. We're also going to be getting a custom group summon. Yes, a lot of people have been asking for SSB reruns, Landy reruns, DN reruns. Now you're going to be able to pick those up from the custom group summon. Now keep in mind that the custom group summon still takes Covenant bookmarks, right? And if you're going to be pulling for potentially Arunka, right, it's going to be tough. So I highly encourage you to wait until you get those banners and pick and choose who you might want. Usually previous limited units are the go-tos, right? If you're missing those, it's always a great time to put those in the custom banner, because you can, I think the last time that they did it, you were able to choose like 3 units to put in the custom banner. And then as you pull, you do get those coins that allow you to buy whichever unit you didn't get if you end up going to pity, but you can always pull one of the other units along the way. So those are actually pretty good. We're getting the Unforgettable Memories check-in event. We talked about this in our other video, so if you're interested to know more about that, feel free to go check it out. But the 5-star Covenant Hero summon ticket, 70 free summons starting on October 27th. We're getting that buff event, which is pretty insane because it's a 4-day buff event. They are doing different things on different days, but I believe like the 4th day is going to feature all of the buffs at once. So whatever it is that you didn't get to do, you're able to do it on that last day. We're getting the 6-star promotion celebration events. And so every time that you 6-star a unit, you get some goodies here, Molagora, bookmarks. So if you are planning to pull units from that custom group summon, or if you're planning to pull for Arunka, make sure that you do it after the check-in events begin, right? So that you 6-star those units and in turn get all of these goodies for free for just 6-starring whichever units you're pulling. The 5-star Moonlight Hero recruitment event is also starting. You do have to, play the game, right, to be able to farm these coins, but you just spend energy, do your login events, all that stuff, check-in events. As you're playing the game, normally you're gonna get these coins, which you're going to be able to use to play the web event, which is going to allow you to recruit a 5-star Moonlight unit. So definitely excited about that. Arky's 7-day growth guide. So more stuff, more free rewards just for playing the game. I love these kinds of events because it usually doesn't take anything other than just completing what you would normally do in the game. So I really like those. The new side story, Fable of the Demons of Natalon. Really excited for this. Hopefully it's a decent side story. You know, the one that we currently have right now is actually not that bad. It's actually pretty good. You know, hopefully they continue with these types of side stories. Hopefully maybe a new mini game or something like that, right? But we are getting a new artifact called Seal of Capture. After using a basic skill, when a non-critical hit is made, has a 100% chance to inflict a burn effect on the target for 2 turns. Only applies to single attacks. So I'm thinking that this artifact is probably going to be from the side story. That's kind of what I'm thinking, unless it's just adding it to the pool of artifacts already. But they haven't done anything like that in a very long time. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be from that side story event, but we'll see. Right, Arunka is dropping as well. We do have some time though before Arunka is here. You got till next week, okay? You got till next week, till November. So I believe the first week of November is when she's going to be dropping. So we got some time in between then. If you're still farming for bookmarks, she is a grass warrior. Yes, even though she does look like fire, but hey, you might not have noticed she has some leaves. She has leaves on her body, leaves, you know, that inherently makes her a grass unit, right? But Arunka is finally dropping. She is getting her own artifact here. The artifact is kind of interesting. It's called Sword of Autumn Eclipse. This increases attack of all allies by 5% and increases hit chance of the caster by 20%. So I'm assuming if you fully max it out, it's 20%. And this artifact skill effect can only apply to 1 hero within the team. You know, they've been knocking it out of the park with these artifact portraits, right? These have been really, really nice. So, I mean, we'll see how that plays out. But 2022 E7 World Championship Choux is going to be getting a skin from the winner of the E7 World Championship. And it's cat, right? She went from being a little mouse, little rat, to being a cat. So I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I mean, it looks cool. We got to wait to see, right? Because I'm interested to see the animations for her and her new skin. I wonder if they're going to change Cream into a cat, right? I think if Cream gets a skin as well, right? That might be kind of funny, might be kind of interesting. I don't know. We got to wait and see. But her staff now is a giant paw, which is hilarious. But we're getting background battling. Yes, background battling is being added to Hunt and Adventure and Spirit Altar. So now you're going to be able to do something other than just sit and watch Wyvern 13, right? So you're going to be able to hit background battling and be able to do other things in the game. To what extent? I'm not sure yet. I don't know if we can play RTA or regular arena or do like regular adventure, stuff like that while we're doing that, but we'll see. Since this applies to adventure as well, we might be limited to doing maybe just like one thing at a time, but maybe we can like go in and check our units, re-gear, things like that. But I'm really excited that they added something like that. It allows us to do something other than just sit and stare at our hunt teams. But we are getting those 2 equipment sets. Protection set is going to be in the Golem hunt. It's a 4-piece set. Tauren set is a 2-piece set, and that's going to be in Katie's. So Tauren set will probably be easier to pick up, because I don't know how many people are farming Golem. I'm probably never going to farm Golem, to be honest. So might have to go back to Katie's though. We're getting some slight nerfs to dual attack chance. So dual attack currently is 5%. So there's a 5% chance that you dual attack. They're nerfing it down to 3%. I think this is a good change. You know, there have been a lot of outcries for dual attacks, right? Dual attacks being in the game. Some people wanted it removed, but I think this is a good in between, right? Reducing the amount of dual attack chance to 3%. But even though they're nerfing dual attack chance, they are increasing dual attack overall. So It used to cap, I believe, at 20%, and now they're increasing the cap that dual attack chance maxes out. Now it's 30%. So, I mean, there is a nerf, but overall, you could potentially still stack a lot of dual attack chance. I mean, it's probably not going to happen. I don't think a lot of people are going to start farming for Unity sets, but I think if you do have Unity sets now or units that have dual attack imprints, it's going to give them more value, right? Because you can definitely go beyond that 20% if you were already there. Unity set though is getting a buff, so it's increasing the dual attack chance from 4% per set to 8% per set, which is pretty crazy. It's going to be pretty crazy, but I mean, if you really think about it, it's kind of the same unless you're stacking nothing but Unity sets, right? With the slight nerf and then with the slight buff. We'll see how this goes. I know this is going to make my Wyvern 13 team slightly better because we're stacking dual attack imprints. I believe we got Kitty Clarissa, or not Kitty Clarissa, but we got regular Clarissa, G-Perg in there. We got Terranor Guard, and they all have dual attack imprints or dual attack something built into their kit. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But the Battle Frenzy is being changed. So before in World Arena RTA, Soul Weavers got an increase to their speed by 7. Now they're removing that. So maybe Soul Weaver meta has come and gone in RTA, and now it's mage meta. Yes, because mages are getting an increase in speed by 7, which is pretty nuts because this is going to make some mages be able to hit 300 plus speed. So I think this is definitely going to change the meta. Now you got 300 speed book holders, which is, yeah, which does not sound good at all. But we are getting some UI improvements to crafting. I think they're making a slight change to what the button looks like, but we're getting those lab improvements. You know, we talked about this in the previous videos. Normal raid and as a McAllis raid are getting some slight changes, and they're adding that new nightmare mode, which I'm really interested to see. We're also getting a slight buff to the level of equipment that we're getting from chests and goblin gate. So, you know, hopefully this means no more level 40 gear, level 50 gear, level 60 gear. We'll see how big of an improvement it is, right? But they're also lowering the difficulty for regular adventure, mainly episode 2. So Strays here is pretty cracked. So it is pretty difficult if you are new to the game to get by like the incomplete Faustus, right? But you know, for the most part, I think all of that is a positive change. You know, they are adding even more rewards and all these check-in events for new players. So it's definitely reducing that curve, right, to get you from starting the game to playing RTA as quick as possible. We're getting the patch update starting on October 27th with all of these units that are getting buffs. We talked about these. If you're interested to know, you know, my thoughts, feel free to go check out that video. But I think we chose the winners of this as Remnant Violet and Zahak, you know, but I think everyone here is getting a really good buff and a slight change. Hwayoung nerfs, yes, Hwayoung, say goodbye to Hwayoung because she is going to be no more, or so we think. We got to wait and see how her nerfs play out, but if she can at least still one-shot tanks, she might still be worth it, okay? She might still be worth keeping around. So if you're already thinking about, you know, recalling her and exchanging her, you know, just kind of hold on a bit because you got some time. You can always still recall her, keep her, or if you do have imprints, things like that, they give you some time to do that. So you can always kind of hold on. But we're getting Alabastron and Chatty as the buffed artifacts for this update. I mentioned the custom group summon. We talked about it. Most of the time people go for limiteds. If you already have all of the limited units, that are in the game, right? Not collab units, because you can't select collab units for the custom group summons. But if you already have all of the limited units, then you could potentially go for imprints, right? Or imprints for Moonlight units. I think what I did last time is go for like Celine. I went for Sarmia because I wanted imprints for the Moonlight versions. And those imprints are actually super high value because they're crit chance, right? Crit chance imprints. Now, ML Luluka with that buff is getting crit chance imprint. So, maybe Luluka, Blue Luluka is going to be a potential unit you might throw in the custom group summon. But again, that's if you're probably closer to end game, you already have a lot of units. Otherwise, you might consider picking up some limited units from that custom group summon. But we are getting Haste and RNL along with my girl Fire, CC, and Rise of the Monarch with their drop rate ups after the maintenance. So there will be maintenance this week. And then next week, we talked about we're getting Arunka and Hua Young. So on November 3rd, we're getting Arunka and Hua Young. It's so hilarious that they're dropping Hua Young banner after she gets nerfed, which is, I guess they know that everyone's gonna pull for Arunka. So definitely looking forward to picking her up. We are getting the Mystic Summon rotation for this. We got Strays and Ruel, and we're getting Spectre Tenebria and Closer Charles. I think out of those units, maybe Strays, Spectre Tenebria, but Spectene is a free unit, I think that you should probably just save. We're getting the coin shop rotation. The rotation for this coming month is going to be Silverblade Araminta, Fallen Cecilia, and DJB, Desert Jewel Bazaar. So DJB has made a resurgence in RTA, but we'll see. We'll see how he does because, he's going to get a slight nerf because he is a Soul Weaver, right? He's a Soul Weaver, and he's losing that speed, right? Silverblade, on the other hand, is gaining an additional 7 speed. So we'll see how these things play out, but that's going to be it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of all of the new stuff that we're getting in Epic 7 that's coming up? I'm definitely excited for Arunka. Let me know what you think about the Choux Skin. Like always, if you haven't enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hey, think about subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people like you who like content like this. Like always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.